Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we've got a ball game this afternoon. It is the New York Yankees at the Baltimore Orioles, first of a 3-game series. It'll be Whitey Ford, left-hander for the Yankees, and Hal Brown pitching for the Birds. He is a right-hander. The Yankees come into this 1-2, 3 games out. Baltimore 3-1, 1.5 games out. Let's look at our lineups. Richardson leading off at second for the Yankees. Tresh at short, Marison right, Mantle in center, Blanchard in left, Howard catching, Skowron at first, Cletus Boyer at third, and Whitey Ford, the pitcher, batting ninth. For Baltimore, it's Temple at second, Earl Robinson in right, Powell in left, Gentile at first, Brandt in center, Brooks Robinson at third, Triandos catching, Adair at short, and Hal Brown the pitcher. Both pitchers have no record. This is Hal Brown's first appearance. This is Whitey Ford's second appearance. He got no decision. Pitched 8 innings, allowed 1 earned run in that game. And we are at Memorial Stadium, and the Orioles take the field. Hal Brown on the mound. And leading it off for the Yankees, Bobby Richardson. Brown is ready. Here's the pitch to Richardson. That's 1-7, right-handed, grounds it to short for Adair. And he throws it to Gentile, 1 away. Now Tom Tresh, switch hitter, batting left. .39, right-handed, triple 1-6, base hit, Tresh. Tresh on first. Hal Brown +2 hold with Triandos. He's 0. Here's Roger Maris now. Outside for a ball to Maris. .33, right-handed, walked him. First and second, nobody out for Mantle. Switch hitter, batting left. And Brown from the stretch. The pitch to Mantle. 3-6, right-handed, walked him. So Smith has loaded the bases with the Yankees. 1 out. And Johnny Blanchard steps up. 5'10", left-handed, catcher X. Our first X today. Triandos, 229. Thank you, Kathy. Triandos, 229, thank you. 9-2. That's going to be a pass ball, at least. That's 367, E9. It gets away from Triandos for the pass ball, and Tresh comes home to score. One nothing Yankees already. Here's Blanchard now, with a count of 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Blanchard, 110 right-handed. That's a slash. That's a re-roll. The whole thing is a re-roll. 5-7 left-handed, flies it to center. And that's going to be deep enough for Maris to tag. We'll consider the first run earned, as it would have come home on this, I think. That first run, it gets so confusing. We're just going to call them both earned. It gets confusing for me, I should say. Here's the pitch to Howard now with 2 outs and Mantle on second. That's 1-3 right-handed, ballpark slash again. That's a slash. 8 right-handed. And that is a liner to short, caught by Adair, and the side is retired. 2 runs, though, and the Yanks take an early 2-0 lead. Looking back at this, it would have been 1 out, 2 outs. They're all earned. Here's Whitey Ford. Again, Ford pitched 8 innings, allowed 1 run in his first start, no decision. Johnny Temple leads it off for the Orioles. 2-8 left-handed, flies it to center for Mantle. He makes the catch, 1 away. This thing just will not quit, this pen. I've never had one last this long. Here's Earl Robinson. 6-5 right-handed hit deep by Robinson. He's got the power, and it's gone. A home run by Earl Robinson. Let's look at it again. It was 6-5 right-handed. End home run 1-7. He's got the power. Oh, I'm so sorry. He has W power against left-handers. Wow. So that's just a base hit. My error. So it's a single for Earl Robinson. We'll look at it one more time. 6-5 right-handed, and home run 1-7. It was a 6 against left-handers, W powers. So Earl Robinson on first, and Boog Powell is the batter. 2-12 left-handed, hit him. So it's first and second, 1 out, and Jim Gentile comes up. Five left-handed, struck him out. 2 away for Jackie Brandt. Here's Ford. And the pitch, 2-6 left-handed. That's hit deep by Brandt. Way back in left field. It's a 3-run home run for Jackie Brandt. It's really something how things work out that way. We misread the home run, the single by Earl Robinson, only to have Brandt come around with a 2-6 left-handed. Home run 1-14. He had 19 real worlds. And the Orioles lead it 3-2. That is the third home run for Brandt this season. I think that puts him number one in the American League. I'm looking. He's tied with Thomas of the Angels. For 3 home runs. We have a question top of the third from Kathy. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Brooks Robinson now. Pitch from Ford. 5-8, right-handed, grounds to second X. Richardson, 115. (13-1) gets to it. E15, 6-12-13, and he throws him out. So the side is retired. There were 3 runs on a 3-run home run by Jackie Brandt, his 3rd of the year. After 1, Baltimore 3, New York 2. After 1 inning, I should say. Here's Hal Brown now to pitch to the Yankees, top of the second. Bill Skowron leads it off. (1-6), right-handed, grounded to third for Brooks Robinson, and he throws to Gentile, 1 out. Here's Clete Boyer. (1-4), right-handed, grounded to second. Temple has it, and he throws to Gentile. 2 away. And here's Whitey now. (1-8), he struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hal Brown. Heading to the bottom of the second. Whitey takes the mound. Here's Gus Triandos leading it off for Baltimore. 2-4, left-handed, fly ball right. Maris getting under it, makes the catch, 1 away. Jerry Adair steps up with 1 out, nobody on. 6-5, right-handed, that's hit well. And that is a double down the line for Jerry Adair. A 6-5 right-handed double off Whitey. Now Hal Brown, a 5 WR with Adair on second, 1 out. 2-8, grounds it to short. He will most likely hold. Yes, he does. As Tresh throws Brown out, 1 away, 2 away. Having a little trouble here in the early going, getting things straight. Here's Johnny Temple now. 2 outs, clutch situation. Pitch from Ford. That's 2-6, left-handed, walked him. First on second, 2 down, and it's Earl Robinson, the batter. 4-8. And he grounds it to third for Boyer. And he throws to Skowron at first, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk. And both left on after 2. It's 3-2 Baltimore. Now I want you to give it up here for Kathy Harden. And the trivia question. Wait for it now, please. Look for it in text. And if you think you know the answer, put it in. At least guess. Here it is. We know Willie's catch in 54. Who was the pitcher on the mound? It was the only batter he faced that day. Wow, that's a tough question. Wow. Joel Horland says Jim Hearn. That's quite impressive, Joel. I had no idea. No, it's not Jim Hearn. Good guess, Joel. Anybody have a guess? I don't think there's any more takers, Kathy. Why don't you lay it on us? We know Willie's catch in 54. Who was the pitcher? Oh, Horland goes with Antonelli. That's another good guess. I can't even think of any 54 Giant pitchers off the top of my head. Now Antonelli comes back to memory. No, not Antonelli. Don Little. Don Little. I used to have the 54 Giants in the old timers set when I first played. And it says it right here, Wirtz was the only batter Little faced that day. Reportedly, he commented after the game was over in the locker room, "Well, I got my man," joking about his good fortune and May's athletic performance. Little later started and won the decisive Game 4 in Cleveland, pitching 6 2/3 and giving up only 1 earned run. Don Little. Great question. That's for Kathy. This was the error when I thought Earl Robinson hit a home run right here. It's 3-2. There's one RBI that did not occur because Tresh came home on the pass ball. We have a question top of the 4th from Kathy. As we move to the top of the 3rd, Hal Brown takes the mound. Whoops, oh shit. Doesn't matter. Here's Hal Brown. Leading it off will be Bobby Richardson, the leadoff hitter. Here's Hal Brown now. 1-5 right-handed, grounder to short for a dare, and he throws it to Gentile for the first out. Now Tom Tresh. 5-10, switch hitter batting left, catcher X. That'll be Triandos, 2-9. 2-9, 1-2. That's going to be probably a squib single, if not an error. 5-7-9, Triandos E9. A WS with no one on. And it is a squib single, indeed it is. So Tresh with the squib single with 1 out. He's on first. Not being held. Here's Maris. Harris walked and scored. 5-7, left-handed, fly to center for Brandt. 2 away. And now Mantle steps into the batter's box. Here's Hal Brown. The pitch to Mantle. 5-4, switch hitter batting left, fly ball center. That'll be to Brandt. 2-0. Let me double check that. Can't even read. 2-10. Yeah, that's a 2. You got to be careful there. 2-10 for Brandt. .210, 16-2, gets to it. 6-8-9, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired as Mantle flies to center. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the third. Whitey Ford will face Powell to get things started. Here's Whitey. Pitch to Powell, 4-7, left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Whitey. And Jim Gentile is the batter. Ford got Gentile on strikes in the first. That's 5-5, left-handed, struck him out. 2 away. And here's Jackie Brandt. Brandt with a 3-run home run in the first. Whitey into his windup. That's 6-3, right-handed, ballpark blast by Brandt. He has the power against left-handers. It's deep, and it is gone. Oh, I'm sorry, right-hander. It's a, I'm so sorry. It's a fly ball to left. We'll look at it again. Caught by Blanchard at the warning track. Again, it was a 6-3 ballpark blast, a right-handed hitter in Baltimore. Oh, Lord, don't tell me I've been looking. I think I've looked elsewhere. It is a fly ball to left anyway. The side is retired. That's an unfortunate thing if I was looking at New York, but you know what? I think that's, I'm gonna do a quick replay, folks. Please stand by. Please stand by as I do quick replays. The problem you face is Earl Robinson. Just going through. Fortunately, I'm not too far in. We're going to see if we can discern any errors, and if so, correct it. That's a 6-5. That's an end home run on Earl, which is a base hit. Brandt now, who hit the home run. That's a 2-6. That was a clean home run, not a ballpark. Then we have Tresh. Looks like we're going to be fine. Still looking at it. And here's Tresh. That's a 5-10. And that's a catcher X, squib single. So we're good. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Still 3-2 Baltimore. And now I ask you all to give it up again for Kathy Harden as she has another question. Wait for it now, please. Here it is, great timing. Who broke Ali's jaw in '73 during their first fight? Who broke Ali's jaw in 1973 during their first fight? Ah, Joel says Norton. Well, it's probably Norton. Joel got it. Great question, great answer. And we head to the top of the fourth, another great. I forgot about that. You know, that's a great idea, Joel. Let me check that out, Joel, what you're writing. Joel writes, I like to write the ballpark numbers next to the home team's name on the score sheet. You know, that's an idea, to put it right under. I like to put, there's room here, I like to put the score of the real world game. That's a terrific idea. And I'm just going to put 4, 1 to 4, and 1 for the single. And I'm going to just make that automatically singles, and then I'll make here the home runs. That's a great idea, Joel. I'm going to adopt that. And I say, you know, it's hard to put in text, but, you know, I may not do it every time at first, but I'm going to do my best to start doing this, and hopefully it'll become second nature. And it's easier to look up. It's, you know, you don't need the score sheet. Thank you, Joel. We move to the top of the fourth. Hal Brown on the mound, and Johnny Blanchard leads it off for the Yankees. They trail 3-2. That's a 1-5 right-handed, walked him. Blanchard is on. Now here's Elston Howard. Five right-handed, grounder to third. Brooks Robinson to Temple at second, and then over to Gentile at first for the double play. 2 outs. I'm going to try to make it lower, you know, for future games so it looks better, you know. But I need to practice tolerating the discomfort I feel when things are not perfect or things are not right, and because it becomes sort of an obsessive compulsive kind of thing. I don't have full-blown OCD, but I have a tendency. Here's Skowron, 2 outs, nobody on. Brown into his windup and the pitch. So you got to tolerate the fact that doesn't look too aesthetically pleasing, and I'll try to improve it in the future. 3-9 right-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Hal Brown. We move to the bottom of the fourth. 3-2 Orioles. And here's Whitey. Both pitchers have largely settled down since the first inning. Brooks leads it off. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from Ford. 6-7, right-handed. A single 1-19 goes through. So Brooks with a leadoff single off Whitey. And here's Gus Triandos. You know, I can't help but think that nickname today, today with our, the way we have, the attitudes we have, that is not a great nickname. Whitey, I guess it's because he was blonde. You know what I'm saying? His real name is Edward Charles Ford. Okay, it's Brooks on first with nobody out. 1-15, 1-11 with Whitey and not being held. Here's Gus Triandos. There's the pitch from Ford, 6-6, right-handed, double 1-2. It's a base hit. 2 asteroids. Brooks goes to third and holds. First and third, no outs. And Jerry Adair. Oh, shit. I just had a little cut here, and I don't know how it happened. And, the strangest shit comes out here on the score sheet. I'm going to cover this up with talk about Whitey, with whiteout so you're not horrified. That was weird. A little cut somewhere on my hand. By the way, I forgot to put in who the relievers were. Coates came in for New York. They each had a day off. Hall, Wilhelm, Quirk, and Stock for Baltimore. There we go. Okay, first and third, Jerry Adair is the batter. Infield in for Adair. The pitch from, yes, chairman of the board, correct. Pitch to Adair, 1-7, infield in, grounder to second A. That's probably going to be thrown home with the infield in. Runner holds. Runner on second advances. It's a 1-7 left-handed, grounder to second, fielded by Richardson. He throws to first. Triandos goes to second, and Brooks holds. So it's 1 out, second and third, and Hal Brown the batter. Infield still in. Hal Brown, a 5 WR. 1-5 struck him out. And that's the fourth for Whitey. 2 away. Whitey trying to get out of this. Johnny Temple, the batter. That's 3-2 left-handed. Liner to second, right at Richardson. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We've gone 4. 3-2 Baltimore. Al Brown was 6-5, 4.29, 12 starts. Cletus Boyer leads it off. Whitey on deck. 1-9, right-handed, struck him out. Cletus, that's the third for Brown. Here comes Whitey. Whitey struck out in the second. That's 6-2, left-handed, fly ball right for Earl Robinson. He makes the catch, 2 away. And here's Bobby Richardson. 5'11", right-handed hit. That's a blast by Richardson, but he's got W power. And here's a chance for me to look at the ratings. He's a right-hander on a ballpark blast, and it's a single. Oh, look at that, Joel. Richardson with a 2-out single. It was 5'11", right-handed ballpark blast against right-handers, and he's a W power, and against left-handers. And it was a 3, and there it is, right-hander 3. So it's a single by Richardson. And Richardson being held at first, 1-13. Here's Tresh now. Brown from the stretch, top of the 6th, Kathy Harden. 6'9", switch hitter, batting left, and that's a ballpark blast. Wow, Tresh. Look at that, 6'9", that seems unusual. 6'9" out of 6'9". Switch hitter, batting left, ballpark blast. Tresh, but that's gonna die out there. And you know, the only thing about the chart is I can't see, but it's usually to right field, and that will be on a left-handed hitter. Fly out to right. The side is retired. 6'9". No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Middle of the 5th, still 3-2 Orioles. Here's Whitey now, trying to keep the Yankees in this game. Earl Robinson, the batter. Earl 1 for 2. That's 1-7, left-handed, struck him out. 5th strikeout for Whitey. Now John Powell. Hit by a pitch, came home on the 3-run blast by Brandt, and he struck out. 2-5, left-handed, struck him out. That's 6 now for Whitey. And that brings up Jim Gentile. 0 for 2, struck out twice by Whitey. 6-7, left-handed, single 1-8, and it's a grounder to first. Skowron has it. He takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning. We've gone 5. Both pitchers have settled down somewhat after that first inning. Orioles 3, Yankees 2. And now we're going to move to Kathy Harden here for her next question. I'll look for it now in the text. Wait for it, please. Here it is. What Dodger World Series pitcher led the regular season in winning percentage in 1961? Lord. I don't think Koufax was that good that year, but I'm going to go with Padres. I'm going to go with another one. Padres, Johnny Padres. It's just a guess. But I'm just wondering, what does it have to do with World Series? It is Padres. Thank you, Kathy. Great question. I think I might have heard that, or I had an idea that Padres had an excellent year that season. I'm just wondering what it has to do with World Series, even though it does maybe narrow it to let us know that he pitched in the World Series. But otherwise, he led the regular season winning percentage, independent of whether or not he pitched in the World Series. Great question from Kathy Harden. We're going to move to the top of the sixth. It's just me being obsessive, Kathy. I'm just too damn obsessive. Great question. Kathy is doling them out. Yeah, I think Koufax was 18 and 13 sports time machine. I'm not certain, but it seems to be in my memory. Here's Hal Brown, top of the sixth. This is his first endurance inning. Roger Maris will lead it off. Here's Brown and the pitch to Maris. That's 4-8, left-handed, double 1 to 12, goes through base hits for Maris. A single to lead it off. Not being held. Here's Mantle. Switch hitter batting left. Brown from the stretch. And the pitch to Mantle. That is 6-8. Switch hitter batting left, pops it up to Adair at short. He makes the catch, 1 out. Now Johnny Blanchard. 5'10", left-handed, catcher X. Haven't had too many X's today. Triando's 2-9. Two 12-2. He pops it up to Triandos. 4-6-7 E9. And he makes the catch. And Maris holds. 2 outs. And here's Elston Howard. Here's the pitch, 2-5 right-handed, grounds it right back to Brown. He fields it and throws it to Gentile, and the side is retired. No runs. The single leading off by Maris, left on base. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Here's Whitey now. Whitey's first endurance is the 7th. Brandt leads it off. 3-run home run and flew to left. 4-6 right-handed, grounder to third, Cletus. To Skowron, 1 out. Now Brooks Robinson. 5-5. Right-handed, struck him out. Number 7 for Whitey. And the batter is Gus Triandos. Triandos steps in the batter's box. There's something a little strange going on with YouTube today. You know, I'm not going to get into the details of it, but that feeds into my obsessive compulsive tendencies. History is not showing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, God. I just had to click something. I'm sorry, peoples. But there's still something going on that I'm looking at that is annoying me. Okay, it's Triandos with 2 outs and nobody on. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Ford. That's 1-6. Left-handed, walked him. Triandos on first now. 2 outs. Jerry Adair, the batter. 1-4. Left-handed, grounder to third. Cletus to Scourin, and the side is retired. So we've gone 6. It's 3-2. We move to the top of the 7th. We'll take a very brief break during the stretch. Moose Scourin leads it off. Then it'll be Boyer and Ford. Here's Hal Brown. And the pitch to Scourin. 3-6 right-handed. Grounder to first. Gentile takes it to the bag. 1 away. Now Cletus. That's 4-5 right-handed. Fly ball right for Earl Robinson. He makes the catch. 2 outs. And Whitey Ford will come up. Here in the top of the 7th, 2 outs, nobody on. That's 5-6. Ford, left-handed, lines it to first right at Gentile. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brown. Both pitchers excellent after the first. We're in the 7th inning stretch. It's Baltimore 3, New York Yankees 2. In the 1962 replay, my name's Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. We'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm looking to play an evening game tonight, a night game at maybe 5:30, 5:45. You can check my landing page for that shortly after this game. I'm looking at the schedule, and at least I'll try to get it started. My evening games tend to be sort of potluck. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're a little bit off. The game will be the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Chicago Cubs. We're already April 17. It's going to be Tom Sturdivant for the Pirates, and Jack Curtis for the Cubs. And I'll have to make sure he's carded. If not, I'll go to the card viewer for that ball game. And we have a question, top of the eighth, from Kathy. That'll be her fourth question. Excellent. Keep them coming. And we're going to head right back into this ball game. "3-2 Orioles." All the scoring was in the first. Whitey Ford in his first endurance inning, bottom of the seventh, and Hal Brown will step up. Here's Ford now. The windup and the pitch to Brown. 1-8, and he flies it to center. Mantle under it, makes the catch, 1 out. Now Johnny Temple, 0 for 2 and a walk. 4-6, right-handed, grounded to Cletus at third. To Skowron, 2 outs. Here's Earl Robinson. 6-9, right-handed, walked him. So Robinson is on with a 2-out walk being held. Look at that, and it's only a 4. Here's Powell now. Just think of Boog Powell facing Whitey Ford. I don't think of that ordinarily, given that I think of Powell primarily in the mid to late 60s and 70s, even though Whitey pitched until 67. Here's the pitch to Powell. 5-6 left-handed, struck him out. And that's the 8th strikeout for Whitey. We've gone 7. 3-2 game. Top of the 8th, it's Kathy Harden now. Now please wait for this. Another great question is on its way. Look for it in the text now, please. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, good coffee. Here it is. In 1984, Roberto Duran suffered one of the most brutal knockdowns you'll ever see by a right to the chin. Who was the defending champ who knocked him out? You know, I don't know boxing too well, especially after Ali's era, but I'm going to guess Tyson. In 1984, Roberto Duran suffered one of the most brutal knockdowns you'll ever see by a right to the chin. Who was the defending champ who knocked him out? It's not Tyson. I have no idea. Anybody at all? Big Cat says Hearns. The Big Cat The Big Cat says Hearns. JC says Hagler. And I guess it's Hearns, right? It is Hearns. Big Cat gets it. That's for you, Big Cat, and for Kathy. Great question. Great answer. And we move to the top of the eighth. Hal Brown has gone all the way. This is his second endurance inning with full endurance. Here's Bobby Richardson. If the Yanks are going to come back, this would be a good time to do it with the top of the order coming up. Pitch from Brown, 5-7, right-handed. Fly ball center for Brandt. He makes the catch, 1 out. Now Tom Tresh, switch hitter. That is 3-7, right-handed. Fly ball center again for Brandt. 2 outs. And Roger Maris is the batter. Here's the pitch from Brown. 1-6, right-handed, pops it up to second for Temple. And that's the first chance for Johnny Temple, the second baseman. The side is retired on a 1-6 right-handed. Brown retires the Yankees 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the eighth. 3-2 Orioles. Jim Gentile leading it off. Gentile 0 for 3. That's 4-7, left-handed, struck him out. That's the 9th for Whitey. Now Jackie Brandt. Here's the pitch from Ford. 6-4, right-handed, fly ball left. Playable by Blanchard, 2 outs. And now Brooks Robinson. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it'll be Mantle, Blanchard, and Howard. Pitch from Brooks. That's 5-12, right-handed, grounder to second X. Richardson 115. (18-1) gets to it. E15, 6-11, 12, and he throws him out. We're heading to the 9th. Well, Hal Brown has held the Yankees in check well enough to bring a lead here into the 9th. He'll face Mantle, Blanchard, and Howard. Yankees down by 1. Hal Brown in his first start of the year, and it's been a dandy. Here's the pitch to Mantle. That's 1-6. It's hit well to left. Back to the wall goes Powell. Hold your beer. He makes the catch. Oh, that was hit well, but Powell caught up with it. 1-6, right-handed, home run 1-4. Now Johnny Blanchard comes up. Howard on deck. Brown, the pitch to Blanchard. 3-9. Struck him out. I'll tell you, the fans now are on their feet as Elston Howard steps up to the plate. Brown into his windup, and the pitch to Howard. 1-8. Pops it up to second. Under it is Temple, and it's a ball game is over, and he retired the last 12 of the ball game. The final, Baltimore 3, New York 2. Well, that does it here. Brown went all the way. Yankees got off to the lead with a 2-0 with 2 runs in the top of the first, but then Baltimore bested them in the bottom of the first with a 3-run home run by Brandt. Brown gets the win. He's 1-0. 9 innings. He allowed 1, 2, 3, only 4 hits. He walked 3, struck out 4, and allowed 2 runs. The loss goes to Ford. It's a tough one. He's 0-1 now. Got a no decision in his first start. He pitched 8, and he allowed 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. He walked 3, hit 1, struck out 9, and allowed 3 runs. Again, the 3-run home run by Brandt, his 3rd of the year. The final line, Orioles 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Yankees 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 hits, and no errors. So that'll do the ball game. I enjoyed it. Tough game, tough loss for the Yanks, Kathy. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. I'm looking at maybe a 5:30 start for Pittsburgh and Chicago Cubs. I'll catch you all later.